Hey guys, my name is Jimmy. This is I am who I will be. Pursuing truth at all costs. I'm walking and I'm thinking about affirmation of who I am versus actually being something. And being a former fitness trainer, I often think of things in terms of fitness. But if I'm wanting to create my reality, whatever that means to you, many people try to approach it from affirming, trying to change their world by affirming, I am this, I have this, I am this, I have this. There's a difference of thinking thoughts and then actually being that person. So I was just thinking about it. So like if I'm thinking about I am fit, I am lean, I can think about that. I can say I am that. Or what does it mean if I am being fit? I am being lean. That means I have a vision of who I desire to be, and I am constantly living towards that ideal. That is me being that. So it's not in comparison to anybody else. So I can't be lean and then look at somebody else's life and go, they do this, this, and this, and so that's what I do to be lean. No. Me being lean is my own journey. So it's me taking my scenario, my life, and living it out towards that idea. If I judge or compare myself, I'm not going to take the actions that I learned to be necessary to be that thing in my own life. Same thing, marriage is also a great example. I am married. I am a good husband. I am loving. I am a wonderful man. Like, I can say these things, or I can be these things. If I'm a great husband, what do I mean by that? What is a great husband? What am I even meaning when I say I'm a great husband? Based on how I grew up, that could mean different things for me than it does for you. For me, a great husband, number one, is fully reliant on God for who they are. And because they rely on God, they are love. They are service. So a great husband is not needy and is love. So is empowering his wife to be all that she can be, to be number one, close to God, her creator, but two, to be the fullest expression of who God created her to be in every season of life. Because if you've been married and have kids and for any amount of time, you know that the seasons of life change, and what you were once might not be who you are now as far as life activity. So as a husband, I'm empowering her in every season of life to be her greatest self. I'm empowerment, face to face. I am her most intimate human connection that allows her to feel. So in a sense, internally, God is your foundation. He makes you feel peace. Externally, your spouse is really that anchor on the earthly plane of you are accepted, you are loved, you are supported. Like, that's what a spouse does. It is the God representation on earth, in a sense. So I can be that, meaning I respond and pursue my life that way. Or I can go, I'm a great husband, while not actually responding to life as that person. So there's a big difference of affirming and being. Now you can talk yourself into being, meaning I begin to think about, okay, I am a great husband. What am I doing? I am doing this. I am doing the dishes when I see them needing to be done. I'm saying that because I didn't do the dishes last night before bed, and I know I have to do them. Not have to. I get to do them when I get back from my walk. I don't have to. I get to, because I'm a great husband. So I enjoy, because it's who I am, I enjoy doing the dishes, because then my wife doesn't have to. And when the cleaner things are, the happier she is. So to be a great husband is to help her feel happy and joyful. I'm a great husband. I get up early in the morning to take care of myself, so that during the day, I'm not needing to take care of myself in the same capacity, so that I can take care of my wife, my kids, and the things that are important. When I put myself first when they're still sleeping, it's like a secret hack of reality. Like, I get to be my greatest version while also supporting them, being a servant of their life in a sense. Now let me be clear. I am a man, I am a human. I fail to being selfish all the time. I mess up all the time. I was just telling my wife last night. So my kids are 5, 7, and 9. My kids are wonderful. But I constantly get mad at them and yell at them for being kids. They're happy, they're jumping, they're screaming, they're being happy, thriving kids. And because it disturbs what I'm focused on, I just let myself get angry. And then always when I'm going to bed, I'm like, why would I yell at my wonderful child for being happy? Like, what's wrong with me? And it's because I'm being selfish. I'm being focused on myself. No, don't get me wrong. You have to teach your children how to behave. And it's that fine line. But, excuse me. I'm learning. Even talking about it. I'm learning and I'm becoming. I'm learning to not affirm to make it happen. I'm learning to affirm to self-realize how I'm going to be when circumstances happen. Who am I showing up as? Your future is a conglomerate of your responses to your circumstances. So it's not about having perfect circumstances. It's about who I am in response to the circumstances. And it's also, how can I use my circumstances, the ones showing up, to influence my life? I'm going to make my life the best life possible with what shows up. I'm not demanding what to show up. I am making steps to give myself the greatest advantage. But it's all about who I'm being in response to the circumstances, right? So, affirming versus being. Creating your reality, pursuing truth. Who are you being? How are you seeing life? So this is how you do it. I am who I will be. You need a vision of who your greatest version is. If you could be the best version of you, what does that look like? How does that you think? How does that you respond? How is that you's environment prepared? Like, what does your home look like? How do you interact in certain relationship dynamics? What kind of work do you do? How do you do work? How is your life set up? Right? Really think through who you are, and then start being that person. Stop making excuses. Take the circumstances that are available and start being that person. Here's the beauty, is God is taking who you see yourself as, and he's literally creating the world around you in response to who you think you are. So the key is you being willing to use the circumstances you have to be that person. The beauty is, once you believe you're that person, God will give you the ideal circumstances. It doesn't work the other way around, though. You can't wait for the circumstances to be perfect and then start to be that person. You have to be that person, and then reality will, in a sense, optimize for you step by step. You are who you will be by being them today. Have a great day, guys.